You
All
want an
right.
intro and crap?
No, it's okay. This is just your reaction to my review. So,
Are you recording?
yes, sir.
No, I'll do an intro. Come on.
All right,
All right.
let's straight up do it.
Give you editing practice.
Oh, great, wonderful.
All right. Joseph edited out all that beginning. All right, here we go. Oh, hold on. Let me turn my. All right. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome yourselves back to another video. So today, I don't know if this will end up on the podcast or whatever, but today we're going to I'm going to be reacting to Joseph's review of my new album SnowDrift that dropped. A bit nervous, a bit excited, just interested to see what he's gonna say. But I know probably basically what he's gonna say. So yeah, it's not a huge deal, but it's also super cool, and it's the first thing that we're going to be doing in this vein. So when he drops his next album, I'll do like an official review like this. Obviously, we do the reviews casually with the friends, which is one thing. Pretty used to that now. It's like we've done like 4 times. But never done this Fantano style YouTuber review style type review. So it'll be interesting to look at this. And I assume he'll do it for my next album. Like I said, I'll do it for his next album. And that's it. You got anything to say, bro?
No, I think you're gonna like it. I think it's pretty freaking dope. But throw it on full screen.
Right.
Let's go.
I keep forgetting, like, since I'm not recording, like, it's okay if I like, because when I'm recording, if I'm recording the Discord screen, I'm very careful on what I'm clicking on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Anyhow, yeah. So
Do you have any thoughts?
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, you'll give it more of a in quotes negative or critical review than I normally hear you talk about it. But that's just how it is.
Yeah.
I get that. And then maybe possibly more positive or more thought into good things than normal too. So
Yes, sir.
get
Yeah,
both
and
sides of it.
if you want to pause it in between, go for it. If you have critiques or
yeah.
like, bro, what the frick is he saying? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
go for it. All right,
All right, let's hit it.
that's it. When I'm on my highest peak. Hello, everyone. Highest Joseph Peak Schultz here, and welcome to a critical album.
Bro, nah, like it's gonna be
Bro,
crazy.
come on. No. That was it was like Fantano style. You know, I told you it was Fantano style. Review of this new project, SnowDrift.
Your audio's a little quiet, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Yo, how'd you get that title?
Don't worry about it.
No, for real, how'd you get it?
So you can actually literally just go under pictures and do add 3D text, and one of them was called Pixel, and I just got your album cover and did that. Stupid new project, SnowDrift by Shawn freaking Phenomenon. We're here to critically dive into one of the
Only the same professional is cringe, bro.
bro shut up projects
I do like that though. I do like that.
that I love and that I cherish.
Did you think about like downloading the cover art and like putting it on paper? Or is that too much
No,
work?
no, I wasn't gonna do that. I was gonna literally just try to have the background. So I threw up one of your YouTube videos, but the lighting on it wouldn't focus on it, and it kind of just looked dumb.
Sure.
That I hold. And yeah, we're really gonna just jump right into it and just give my thoughts, my opinions. For me to fully enjoy an album, I have to give it time to soak, to marinate, to seep into my pores and really feel the message and the story. For me to really give a good critical review of it. But yeah, I feel like it's been
This could be your setup if you ever did your own YouTube videos.
a couple weeks since it's been run out. I've been on a trip. I've talked to the mastermind behind this project in depth about it, and I think I've had a pretty good grasp of what I think this project tells in the story and the flow and how it goes. So yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. I don't know if this will be going to the world or just for you, man. So yeah, let's get it. So Twilight Interlude. Twilight Interlude is a great way.
Okay, kind of professional.
Yeah, I know, right? To start off this cinematic journey, you could say, with beautiful high heart.
Okay, so did you I'll stop pausing it, but did you kind of go along with what you were saying, or did you actually have an outline of how the video would go? Like you would say like this, that, you know what I mean? Or did you just kind of go with it?
So this took like 7 takes, but yeah, I have an outline with all my notes. I'll show you the notes afterward. Well, I did show you the notes, all the pages full.
Yeah, wait, what do you mean 7 takes? Like you redid the whole thing if you made one mistake?
So that's the thing. At like the fifth time, I was like, shoot, I should just edit this crap.
That's
But
what I'm saying. Yeah.
yeah, because like a couple times my parents and my brother came in, so that interrupted it. But luckily I was only like 5 minutes in. But like I was like, frick, I should just edit this crap. So I literally they interrupted me twice, and I cleaned it up and looks super fucking professional in this. At the beginning, nice and soft, kind of in towards the back. Very good spoken word with sound effects complementing the things that you were saying. With thunder, you know, we talk about thunder, there's thunder. When we're talking about rain, there's rain, and very very well done on that part. Maybe this is the piece that you're looking for with lyrics and words like those. Very nice and really kind of give it a good feel to how this project should be going. And then yeah, it jumps right into Pressure. Pressure is a great song, really good.
Pressure's really the opener, though. You know what I mean? Like, Twilight, yeah, it might be the intro, but Pressure is where the song I want it to be the, you know what I mean? That opener. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Part of me wonders though if it should have been Highest Peak. I don't know if you talk about that. Did you think
No,
Highest Peak should be like first or something?
no.
Yeah, cause like Highest Peak always was first, but narratively Pressure fits before. You know what I mean? But like as far
Yeah,
as
it
banger
could
quality,
have gone either way. I actually might have probably liked it a little bit better if it was High Speak.
Yeah, but I mean, numbers wise and bangers wise, that would make more sense.
It's got a catchy hook, really, you know, really catchy, really grasps you and captivates you. Pressure being, you know, about, you know, what the pressure of what people think and, you know, like listening to it or not, or living it up to it or not. It's kind of an internal battle for Shawn here, with a very nice dark ending, and goes perfectly with the next song. Another thing about Pressure is the things that you can hear in details if you're paying attention. If you're just listening for the song out of enjoyment, you're gonna it's gonna be great for you, but you're gonna kind of miss certain things, and you can hear some things in this here, something more soft, highs, lows. Very well done in terms of mixing. Yeah, and then it transitions perfectly into Highest Peak, which is perfect. Probably one of the top 3 best songs on this album. And
why you liking that song so much when you just like remember when I showed you it, you just didn't like it. I don't know what the frick changed.
You'll see.
Okay. All right.
It's got a great feature on it with Soren, hard hitting beat, hard, really, you know, you definitely hear it. Talking about, you know, when you're at your highest peak and taking everything in, and you feel like you've been accomplished, and it definitely feels like, you know, with Pressure and Highest Peak really gives you that feel of, okay, I've made it, I'm at this peak, I feel good about it. The flow reminds me a little bit of Quedeca, just my opinion. I'm gonna catch some slack for that one.
It's so predictable.
I know, right?
No, I'm gonna get slack.
Really good. Soren did a great job. Great vocal mix on his part. Outshines Shawn just a little bit in certain parts, in my opinion. Maybe too long. Don't need to be afraid of that part. Such a good part. Nice radio ending, which was really good too.
You do all positive then negative?
You'll see. You'll see. And then yeah, Highest Peak was one of the greatest songs on here. With the next song going perfectly with the radio sounds transitioning into Tell Me. And Tell Me was, when I first listened, such an emotional song.
I saw you during the review.
Just,
you were like,
you know, the lyrics behind it. Does it still feel like a dream? Does your heart skip a beat? Just my highest peak has gone, like reflecting literally on the last song just before it. And wow, I've never heard such a great emotional storytelling that I have on that song right there.
now, and the thing about it is like the really cool thing about it is Tell Me was made when Highest Peak didn't even exist. You know what I mean? It's just interesting how it all came together.
That's sick.
Yeah, Tell Me was made a day before the breakup. Actually, it was made that Saturday, and obviously it wasn't what it was now, but it was made a day before. and the highest peak was made like a month and a half later. The highest peak was I was dog sitting, and I was dog sitting 3 dogs, um near I don't know, somewhere in Tucson, whatever, and I think I just came up with that kind of, and I just kept voice memoing it, and then I sent it to Soren, and then yeah, let's go for that.
There.
Nice.
And it's all about a song about Shawn and his recent relationship.
Oh, and the funny thing is, real quick, yeah. So tell me, like, did your heart skip a beat and all of that was written like before, like day before the breakup and all that, da da da, and then the back half of it, highest peak is gone, was written obviously like 3 months later.
True.
Crazy.
Of staying or going, asking those questions, another life, another time, another guy, like just real lyrics of just real life, actual questions that that you want to ask but are afraid to ask sometimes. Yeah, just really raw lyrics hit me with even one part, because do I stay or do I leave? And that's the great thing about music, is you take it in your own way. And Shawn's talking about relationship here, but I looked at it, with my situation and reflecting on it of, do I stay or do I leave in my own way? And I feel like that was so cool, and that was so good just to hear that. Yeah, so that's what I would conclude as kind of like the first part of this album. This first part of the album is very strong, and it hits very well emotionally, beat wise. A couple things though for this first part that I would take away though is the interlude is the beginning, a little long, clocking itself around 3 minutes, which not necessarily is bad, but with you want an intro to kind of be short to get people right into the album, really to the experience. And then Pressure also too has a long intro with about 40 seconds, which we've already had a 3-minute interlude / intro. We don't really need a long intro for the beginning opening title song, which it has an ups and downs to it, if you definitely want a story to be told and stuff. But that's my opinion. The beat also on Pressure needed to hit harder as an opening song. That just has to be a must. But like Highest Peak had such a banging beat that it kind of lacked a little bit on Pressure, which is not necessarily bad, but that's just my opinion. Also a long intro. Yeah, the beginning of the song was banger, it wasn't hard, of course. And also Highest Peak, couple parts that were a little hard to understand on Shawn's verse. You can make out what he's saying, but not to the fullest degree. When I try to sing and rap along to it, I'm kind of just mumbling my words.
You're talking about like
yeah, that's just little things like that. And the ending part of Highest Peak, when I'm afraid, it kind of fits, but I would have taken it out because it's still also a little longer of a song. And then also for Tell Me real quick, with such an emotional, heavy hitting song, you kind of get this like abrupt ending. I would have ended it way softer, a little more chill, kind of prepare you for the next song. So just little things like that, in my opinion, that could have been fixed. But overall, great beginning and bang.
All right, bro.
Well, okay. Is it valid?
Really?
Is it valid?
Well, yeah, it's 100% valid. I would say, okay, so here's what I say to it. Okay, so as far as Twilight Interlude, and I think this will be a common thing, because this is what I've heard from you, is you're probably your main, up until now, what I've heard, gripe with songs would be the lengthiness of them, right? Or lengthiness of the intro and outro, which you're right about with Snowfall. But with a song, I'll tell you not that you're wrong, because you're not, because it's subjective, but why I did it. So, I don't know, I think I've told you, but either way. So, Twilight, I couldn't... It's a tricky thing of, yes, you want an intro to be shorter, but then to put you in the exact like you could say universe or whatever I'm talking about, there's a lot of lyrics and a lot of descriptive words that I had to, I don't know about had, but wanted to put in there, in order to properly describe this place, right? So
Yeah.
like, so while I agree with you, yeah, it's long. It's also like, if I made things like the intros and outros, and this is my opinion, but if I made them less long, it would you would get to the point quicker, right? And it would be like, from that standpoint, it made more sense. But from a story building standpoint, similar to what you were saying, it would make less sense because if I made the Twilight Interlude 2 minutes, you wouldn't have all this middle piece storytelling of getting you to this place. You know what I mean? Or you
Yeah.
wouldn't have like, oh, this is where this would be if I was in the valley, or this is where this would be if I was in the valley, or, and then like with the Pressure intro, you listen to Pressure by itself, it's like, but if it wasn't there, the transition from Twilight Interlude to Pressure would be very jarring because you'd be going from a kind of rainy soundscape to like an upbeat drums in your face sort of soundscape. So I feel like the transition sonically wouldn't be as seamless, but the playing the songs individually would go up. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm getting at?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I still think that, like, yeah, I get it to put you in the headspace, into the right mind, the right, like, as persona, or the way you want someone to actually listen to it.
Place, yeah.
But you could have, yeah, I don't know. I kind of disagree still.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, and I'm just saying how I feel about it, because yeah, it's like one of those things where 100% you're right about that, but I don't think it would have had the same
Impact.
kind of, yeah, as far as transition, storytelling, whatever.
Yep.
And then as far as Hayes Peak, you 100% right about the rapping verse. And then freaking Tell Me, bruh, that I don't know. I freaking like the. The thing about the ending is it's supposed to be my highest peak is gone, so that's it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. Hanging songs for
Yo, homie, I'm just gonna skip over Snowfall, bro.
for the beginning of this album. And then we're gonna kind of get into the middle part of it.
Should I do it like that? Like, I'm not trying to be combative, but I'm trying to say like respond to your criticism and then also respond
go
to
for it.
your positive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We have Snowfall, which is next. Very nice, very cool, calm. Kind of puts you in this different headspace with time kind of like passing by with the clicking, the helicopter sounds. Very nice lyrics. With Welcome to Winter, the place where we all got our scars. Kind of reflecting on Shawn's last album. Kind of listening to that and kind of where.
Well, this was when it was gonna be Welcome to Winter too. Remember? Like that's what the lyrics came from, is Welcome to Winter. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's why they were Welcome to Winter, and then obviously it just fit.
That's been. I love it. It kind of puts us on this now kind of descent of the mountain after we've kind of reached that high peak, with very soft, lush vocals, which I definitely enjoyed.
Yep.
Trying to also talking about trying to find a way back
falls.
home and try to find yourself when a middle of when a storm starts to come.
Okay, you got those
And
lyrics.
right after that, we have the Dusk Interlude, which was a very cinematic interlude, with different vocal presets, different things that you're hearing. It sounds like these all-powerful beings are just huddled together in just talking to each other and trying to figure out what to do with this certain situation.
I think that was my most vulnerable
this
song,
relationship.
honestly.
Recent relationship. It feels like in an impossible mountain to climb. It feels like there's no end because you're kind of starting on that descent. And it was really good, very well done, and I love the emotions, the lyrics behind this. Very, very well done. Next song comes to SnowDrift. Actually, no, not SnowDrift. Not Fair, which is also a very good song. Got some nice techno glitch sounds at the beginning. High pitch to the left towards the beginning, which I loved. I feel I've gone too far, and that far is like just really like there. It's like right in front of you, just hit.
Guessing that, bro.
But come on.
The frick? Your least favorite part of the album, right? I feel like your beginning is favorite and then last is favorite. This is your least favorite. Other than well, I don't know if you count Snowdrift in this sector.
I do.
I would. Yeah. And then Lowest Valley Down.
Hits. I love it. Very
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. You calculate it like that, because that's exactly how I wrote it down to be. First half is remember I told you this at one time. It was like pre-breakup. This was like God, and then fall off. You know what I'm saying?
very well
Yep.
done. Just the vocals part, that one part just by itself was absolutely amazing. This song is a call for help and kind of an apology to just an apology of like, it's not fair to you, but it's also a cry to God for help, which is very good. The hook is
It's basically like Snowfall is more world building, more of a world building song, because it's speaking in fictional terms, right? Like, well, nobody's actually like going into winter and then getting scars and becoming
Right.
a bad person, right? Like winter is your your worst enemy, and the Dusk Interlude is like I don't know how to explain it right now, but yeah, whatever you explained it as. And then like Not Fair is just like, it's kind of like, okay, I meet this point where like I'm becoming, and it's funny because this actually correlates with some of the stuff I'm going through recently, as you know. Not Fair could,
Yeah.
just with my mental affecting how I treat people, whatever. But anyhow, Not Fair is just like, bro, like this is too much. This is too much. You call it to God. Guess what happens at the beginning of SnowDrift? You fall from your ego. You fall from your peak. That's what the beginning of SnowDrift is. And then it's like, oh, why did God take me away from this place? Oh, this place. And then by the end, you realize, oh, wait. I wasn't supposed to. I'm putting myself lower. You know what I mean? It was kind of like, I'm at my own peak. Your peak has to fall. Your life has to become bad for you to
Yep.
know that you need better.
He's great with emotion. Talking about not fair to the person in the relationship he's in and trying to fix it when he can't. In the radio mix at the beginning on Shawn's voice, very, very, very well done.
Thank you.
And then we get into
I need to show you that plugin, bro. That's the same plugin I used on Dusk Interlude too, bro. It's
Okay.
dummy, bro.
Snowdrift. Snowdrift, my personal favorite song off of this
Okay.
entire LP.
Come on.
Just
Even said okay.
amazing,
I've heard you say
amazing
okay
song.
before.
The self-titled song with a great grand cinematic opening with a soft transition to a calm, very eerie guitar beat. Lyrics that hold the heart gently, but also have a huge impact. With lines like "Goodbye, I'll miss my life," probably being the best vocal line of the entire project.
Oh,
just
that's a bit much. Homie, that's what?
No, bro, that was.
Nah.
That was, in my opinion, that was. I'm not kidding. And I'll
Nah,
miss
the
my
best-
life the way it was. Bro, that's literally my story.
Oh yeah, that's true. You know, I thought about you a lot while I was making that song.
Bro.
A lot. Some of the lyrics, I'm not even gonna lie, when I was doing the way it was, I'm like, oh, Joseph, that's gonna.
Bro,
hit different.
why do you think this is my favorite song?
Oh, the way he delivers it, the way that it's
Well, and 'cause
spoken
it's
is
catchy.
just, it's so good, and it has such a huge impact. But like lyrics saying, Snowdrift being the thing that transforms a person from what they were, in a good sense, but also ripping away,
Hey, you kind of kidding?
ripping them away in the comfort that they had been in their old selves. It's a beautiful transition from a magical, summer high peak to this, different aspect, but yet beautiful snow drift of winter. But it's also like, it's like the struggle. It's like this back and forth tension of wanting to be someone else, but also having comfort in the past self that you were. Very emotional ending, going very high, very, very high, towards that end chorus, which is very nice. He pulled it off very well.
I showed the homies this song. On the way to the airport, I showed Blake and Lacey the Snowdrift, and Blake actually gave it like a kind of a formal review. Lacey in the back, she's a singer. She goes, "Does he use a lot of autotune?" No. But then they liked it. They honestly liked it. Blake said it's not really his style, but in terms of like the chill hip hop rap, he said he gave it a 7 out of 10 first listen. That's pretty good, dude.
It's pretty good. It's more of like a a pop ballad, I'd say.
Yeah,
Not
I agree with
rap.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, yeah, that's dummy. That's dummy.
It doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound over auto-tuned. It sounds very good. Yeah, the high vocals bringing out the
I don't
best.
know if it's because I heard my voice so much, but to me, in most of my songs, it doesn't sound like I have a lot of auto tune. I don't know if that's just me
I
because
think-
I'm like, like
Yeah.
voice
Yeah.
blind.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure you do you feel that way with your stuff, most of your stuff, with your voice.
Yeah, some of it, yeah. But I think you and I are kind of just used to that sound. So when someone hasn't heard it before, they're like, "Oh,
True, but yeah, but I think there is. I think it does vary, right? Because I think there's certain songs where it's like,
yeah, it's true."
On this one, you could probably tell a little more, but then like Lowest Valley.
Exactly, because even
like, on
even
the
your
core
friends were
verse,
like, it sounded like you're using less autotune in this song and less autotune on that song.
or more on that, and it's like
Exactly.
it's the same the whole time. So
Exactly.
It just depends.
Best in every song. The high ones at the end were a nice touch. A chilly song from top to bottom, 100%. The beat comes in so perfectly. I heard wind chimes too right before the hook.
On Snowdrift?
Yeah.
No, there's no wind chimes. What are you talking?
Listen to it again. You
So good.
No, I made it, bro. There's no wind chimes.
No,
there's wind chimes in the beat.
the part that also lyrics kind of get me
Oh.
was why couldn't I stay? Why couldn't I stay? Just so good. Those lyrics mean so much to me, and I was goosebumps. Chilly track. Perfect way to finish the song from beginning.
And the funny thing is, I put in the "Why Couldn't I Stay" like 2 weeks before the album dropped. That was late.
Like really flawless song, honestly.
This
Yeah,
one probably hits for
yeah,
people.
and then
'cause-
next we
'cause
go
just
into
like for you, it's like it could. "Why Couldn't I Stay" could be synonymous with a relationship where you used to be, or like moving.
to Lowest Valley, which really brings us, into that low of valleys. You kind of have
really?
that like.
Oh, really? It brings us into the exact track name, bro. Be creative.
There's peaks in life. You make it to a peak, and I feel like Snowdrift is kind of like that peak where you feel like you're kind of getting out of it, but Snowdrift just Lowest Valley kind of just brings you, smacks you right back down to that low valley, talking about how everything and everyone around you can become strangers to you, and everything becomes.
It's basically like Snowdrift. So Not Fair is like, shoot, like, help me, and then Snowdrift is like, it's like the in between period when your life is like changing, you're not like, and then Lowest Valley is like where you need to be to understand that you need God, and then I don't know, fleeting feeling and heavy.
It's just worthless. Soft vocals throughout this entire song. Also talking about God is the only way that can bring you out of this low valley, because all the other ways seem to be dead ends, and it's so true. It's nice and calm, big grand chorus in a soft way. People are strangers to me. So good. Yeah, very well done. And I would say that's kind of the conclusion of the midway, kind of the mid of the album. And a couple things I would say about the mid of the album.
Come on.
Snowfall, I know you've known about this, man, but like I could have done without. It's a very
don't say,
long
I swear, if you say
6 clocking in.
Oh, I am. Oh yeah, here goes.
6:18. Goodness gracious.
Homie.
Here it is.
I'm just not a fan of the song running at 6 minutes and a half. With the song literally, you
Why you gotta say this again, bro? I know, bro.
give sound
it's a
effects and it sounds
review.
good and stuff, but it doesn't start until 2:15 until the.
Homie.
That's when you actually hear something. It's a
Homie,
For
go
the-
back. No,
loss of impact that
frick
it
you.
has
Go back. Go
with
back.
the whole
Nope.
song in its
Go back.
entirety. I felt you could have
Nope, bro. I'm not.
really
homie.
done without.
It's my
and really
review.
just, I would
It's my review. You can't do
I
that.
know what you said. I know what you said. I don't need to hear.
I want you-
your
no, no, I wanna
definitely
hear
keep
it.
Welcome to Winter, the
No.
place where all got us.
You
Very
suck.
soft, very nice, but definitely shorten it. You could have saved yourself a little bit of time, and I think you could have kept it, but I would have made it like a 2-minute song or an interlude, kind of like Swallowed the
Would
Key.
have been doo-doo then.
Not Fair also kind of has a long intro. It feels like it loses energy. It doesn't have much energy there, and the beat comes in too late and only stays for a little while. If the beat came in a little sooner, I think it would have really been nice. Could have really kept its energy very nice until you dropped it and it was just the vocals, and then it comes back. That's one thing I would say for not fair. Snowdrift also suffers from kind of being a little too long, but you're more captivated
On me?
and less bored because there's so much going on. And from
Less bored. Bro, you are. Oh, no. I'm out, bro. I'm out. Snowdrift is not too
beginning
long.
to end, even though that is a 5-minute song, unlike Snowfall, where it sounds like it's just kind of blurred together. And also Lowest Valley could probably also have been a 3-minute and a half song. Didn't really need that last chorus.
Then there wouldn't have been a chorus.
But other than that, that's pretty good for the mid part of the album. And then we're gonna kind of get into the last part of the album, which is next is going to be Train of Thought, which is a very, very cool song with car and train sounds from the beginning of the song to the end. Clean transition to the song from car effects to the beat. The song talks about Shawn's thinking while he's driving. He's all alone, just him and his thoughts while he's driving. Cars go in both ears. We also see the problems of thinking and overthinking with Shawn in this song, with friends, relationships, God, etc. Great lyrics. Outro vocals amazing. Talking about better times and enduring the hard times without falling down. And that outro on this song, probably also one of my favorites. I wish I could drive to better times. I can stand in the oceans. That's so freaking good. Without falling down. So good. Even there's a couple lyrics that got me. Even your house can feel alone. Beauty to lust.
Even your house can't feel like home.
To beauty to rust. Great analogy. Great stuff there. Great part. Great transition. Into Fleeting Feeling. I personally, I'm not reviewing this track just because I'm on it. I think it's a 10 for 10 banger in every single way possible. I think it has a great transition from Train of Thought into our song Fleeting Feeling, with the effects, with the talking.
No, the only thing you're wrong about is I would say Lowest Valley is when the last leg starts. So it'd be first leg is until
Tell Me.
Second middle leg is Snowfall to SnowDrift, and the last leg is Lowest Valley to Heavy.
I think it's a great song. Kind of towards the end of the album, I think it complements it very well. And I think one thing you say about it that I kind of realized recently, I think you talk about you walk further into the mountains and you feel like you're all alone, but it's a song with a feature with a friend, so it kind of helps you, not feel alone. And I feel like that was very well done.
I didn't do that on purpose.
And then the last song on this LP is Heavy. Shoot, man, this is another great song with literally just guitar. Lyrics are definitely something else. Just so good. With
Heavy was
I just wish the thing that meant something to me. You can really feel the passion in the strain of your voice of everything that meant something to me. You feel that. Harmonies are beautiful, done by Camille, which are beautiful in their own way. Just the lyrics again, perfect song. It's just exceptional in its own way. Quick start right off the bat too, really brings you into it. Not really a long intro. It really, the heart of the song is just amazing, with lyrics being okay and fixing problems right away, but also questioning and praying and waiting. Chorus is Shawn pleading, crying out for help over fear, and having everything he wants without everything going away. It feels like it's also a sad, dark point of the valley, really sinking yourself into that dark point of the valley, but still such a literally a heavy, great song.
Really, it's interesting you see it that way, because to me, I see it as almost like the most happy song. You know what I'm saying?
Huh. Interesting. This song also seems like it's from a relationship viewpoint, saying that he needs someone to help him through the sea, and just a great song. And the outro also too, very well, very nice. Also talking about kind of like
Guess what? I did the outro the day I submitted the album.
Nice.
you are at this low point, but sooner
So like that
or
Thursday,
later, after
Right,
winter,
Wednesday.
spring comes, and I feel like that's such
No,
a
no, Monday.
great analogy. I love the analogy and the use of seasons in every one of Shawn's projects. So good. Yeah, so great transition for what's coming up and what's coming next, and not anything really bad to say about this ending. Train of Thought could have also kind of been a 2:30 song, with empty space between kind of the ending of the song, you could say, and then an outro, which works. You know, it could easily be looked at as another a chill song from the last three. Fleeting Feeling, I think there's nothing wrong with it in my opinion.
Okay, hold on. So you think that Train of Thought I should have cut off like 15 seconds, but Fleeting Feelings is a 6-minute song almost, and you can't
Homie,
find.
I'm biased. I'm biased on that song.
I'm a little biased, but
You're so biased.
Heavy also is great, but there's the beat has that annoying click or clap, whatever, to it, and it just I think it's you can look over it. I look over it, but like it would have been so calm and so much peaceful without
I
it,
didn't
and it
even
would gave
notice.
the vocals such a more impact instead of just this weird, stupid kind of click. Okay,
Stupid.
but yeah, that's just my thing. And then I would have transitioned Heavy into an outro of itself. Heavy is a great song, but I feel like it should just be its own song that it just stands out.
No, you're not
because
wrong
it's
about
so
that.
good.
Yeah.
And I feel like you could have
wanted
made
to
the
make an outro,
outro
but
about
just-
Into Spring a little more live and a little more here's
Yeah,
what's
you're right about
next.
that.
I would have done a little more, maybe a minute and a half outro of, you know, you're lost in this deep point, but sooner or later you're
Oh, I would've loved to
welcomed
do
into
that, yeah, but I
spring,
think-
and then spring is you know, with wind or birds chirping and or rushing water, and could have made it a little more impactful as it gets people ready for the next part. But yeah, that's the good, the bad so far. The overview: Snowdrift is an amazing, grand, beautiful, cinematic,
Alright.
auto-tune filled experience.
Yo, auto-tune. What the fuck you putting that in for?
Bro, freak you, watch.
The next part. But yeah, that's the good, the bad so far. The overview: Snowdrift is an amazing, grand, beautiful, cinematic, auto-tune filled experience from beginning to end. There's no doubt about it. With
trying to diss
talking
me, bro?
about being at a high experience in life and also exploring your low points and getting through them. If it's a relationship, if it's God, if it's just problems
Okay.
within yourself or
Speak to
whatever.
me.
Snowdrift does a great job of talking and tackling those problems to a great extent. With these problems and with the hope of winter ending and spring coming just around the corner. With an amazing album flow, but really kind of having to, you know, use some more bangers towards the end, in my opinion. I feel like the ending kind of gets a little blurred altogether with these very chill,
Yeah, you're right,
you know, cinematic songs. But it could have used some more energy, could have done a little bit better at
Well, maybe not necessarily energy, but variation in sound. I
Yeah.
could see.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
because energy, I feel like would have. I mean, obviously we talked about this before, but like a song like Highest Peak, I think would have just sort of killed like the
vibe, yeah.
the vibe. And I think Train of Thought and Lowest Valley sound different, but like they're maybe different tempos, you know.
keeping the listener engaged instead of, you know, it could be seen as all these last 5-6 songs kind of blurring together just a little bit.
Pause it.
The
What do you think I'm gonna give it?
I don't know.
I want you to predict. I always predict when Fantano does it.
7.5.
No, I do it
with
Fantano.
the only drawbacks of
I do it like Fantano. So
Oh. Okay. Light 7, strong 8.
this
I mean, that's what I give it. Like, I agree with most of what you say, other than the whole intro thing.
That
but,
would be
like,
strong
I can also
7.
see what you're saying.
Wait, you say that?
Huh?
Wait, what? You said light 7, strong 8?
Yeah. But no, at this point, I don't really. I mean, I care, but I don't mega care because I know that you enjoy the project at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So it's like, my hope is just that you enjoyed the project, and at first you kind of enjoyed it, and then you
I did.
really enjoyed it.
Entire
So at the end of the day, yeah, that's all I care
LP
about.
is time wise
Unless
with
you give it, like, a
long
5.
intros, long outros, unnecessary time, in my opinion. Like I said, that is one of the downfalls of this album, being songs blurred with each other. But also Shawn does a great job of sticking to his sound, but also it not being Welcome to Winter 2 and completely different in its own way. So after the great debate, yes, this is better than Welcome to Winter.
Yeah,
But if you
fucking
listen to these albums back to back, you might get tired of the song. So I definitely recommend, just doing it by themselves.
Hold on. What? You get tired of the song?
If you listen to Welcome to Winter, then immediately go to SnowDrift, you might get tired of the songs.
Nah, I freaking disagree. Oh, I mean,
Okay.
Welcome to Winter don't really sound like it.
Sure.
I don't know. It depends. I never tried that.
Me
Okay,
neither.
but like West don't sound like nothing that's on here. Or does it?
Yeah.
I mean, you might be right. They're definitely in the same ballroom. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe a little
Yeah,
bit.
you're probably right. Actually, yeah, you're right.
So if you have an hour to kill and you want an emotional experience with an overall production heavy album, SnowDrift is
Okay.
perfect for a listener. And
Alright.
that's basically it. The flow of this album, man, is absolutely amazing, from beginning to end, from top to bottom. It's very, very well done. The story is there. You portray what you want to say, in your manner, in your style, such a great way. And I think you've really mastered your style, you could say. With I think it's reflection. Yeah, with reflection kind of being a very good transition. Welcome to Winter being a very big step up, and SnowDrift kind of your completion of finding what kind of sound.
We on a different style now. That's what I'm saying, bro. The next one finna be the reflection. I don't know about that.
And what kind of feel you're going for. This is just an amazing album. Very, very small, minor details, but
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you was gonna be more negative on it. Okay.
in the big aspect of the album, I feel like it does suffer a little bit from being too long. And I know
Like too many tracks? Are you saying
Length.
you think it should have been
Lengthwise.
less tracks?
Not lengthwise.
Oh yeah.
we've talked about it before, but so after reviewing all of it, after notes,
What are you
taking,
on about?
listening
Come
to
on.
it top to bottom, I'm giving this a strong 7 to a light 8.
Yeah.
7.5, you could say, is where I am putting my critical stamp on. That's what I think. That's my opinion. Take it as you like. Great job though, man. Top to bottom. I know all the work you put into it. The restlessness at the end was tough, but you did a great job, man. And that's what I think. That's my opinion. Top to bottom. Sorry, this is a little longer review, but I think it's definitely worth it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for listening.
No, it's good, bro. It's good. It's good. No, okay. So what was the rating before?
It was a 9.
What? It was a 9.
Yeah.
So how does it now? It went all the way down 2 points to a 7.
A 1.5 for your information.
I mean, it was a freaking. So when you told me In and Out, you said it was an 8 or below.
Yeah.
You said it was a 9.
Yeah. It was a 9
The-
at first.
the
At
critical-
first listen, it was a 9 in terms of enjoyability and just how it went.
No, yeah. But what was your critical rating?
That was it. 7.5. I never told you my critical rating.
Oh, so it hasn't changed. You said, when I asked you it changed, you meant from the. I thought you were saying it changed since when it In and Out. You said that it was
No.
Remember, you were like it was an 8 or below, and then I asked
Mhm.
you now, did it change? You were saying, it changed from the enjoyability, but not the critical rating stayed the same for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. No. Yeah. There's. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, bro. No. It's good. I agree with most of what you're saying. Freaking, basically, your complaint is like it was too long. That, and towards the end it got mushed together. Besides that, like pretty. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
No, I
that's
see what you're saying.
yeah, that's like, but that's like number one for like best album of the year. Um, that's
Yeah, well, not
that's
not not after April.
frick, yeah, probably. Shoot, hey, go back to 1405 real quick.
No,
Trust
homie,
me,
leave
trust
me
me,
alone,
trust me,
bro.
trust me.
Homie,
Bro,
I
I
know
want
where
you to
that
hear
is,
it, bro. I want you to trust me.
Bro, that is kind of mean though. Glorified inner. Homie,
Bro,
why couldn't you just
okay,
said like?
just play it.
You could sing.
I made it. I don't see the loss nor the loss of impact that it has with the whole song in its entirety. It's like
I like
14.
half agree with you with the longness because there's certain songs where I
But-
agree with you and there's certain songs where I disagree. Like
You don't think it's a glorified
What?
interlude with how short just you sing and how much empty spaces in between on the outro and intro?
it's not a glorified interlude.
It's a glorified
does
swallow
glorified
the
even mean?
key interlude.
Okay, it does not sound like swallow the key, homie. Leave me alone.
Swallow the key is a short version of a song.
Hold on. What does glorified even mean?
Look up, not synonym. Look up meaning. There you go. Oh no.
Oh, so that means
Oh
it's better
crap.
than
Oh
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
No 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 no
Oh,
no no no
glorified-
no no
oh,
no
yeah,
no
yeah,
no
it's
no
a
no no.
glorified
The way
interlude.
I'm saying it, it's negative. The way I'm saying it is negative.
Yeah, you're saying like it's trying to
No,
do
you
so
put
much,
you put
but really it's
glorify,
just like
not
a long
glorified.
interlude.
You put glorify, not
You're trying
glorified.
to say it's trying to be so much, but really it's just like another interlude. That's what you're
Yeah.
trying to say.
Yeah.
No, my thing is this is like, okay, look. From my standpoint, because obviously I wouldn't have put a glorified interlude, like, you know what I mean? Like, shoot, I'm gonna put a glorified, you know what I'm saying? So from my standpoint, I mean, you probably heard this, but in case anybody's like watching, whatever, to me, it's like it's the same thing. The reason, that same exact reason why they're long intros and long outros is because for me, I like to sit in it. Just sit in it. Like if Quedeca did a Summit interlude, it was just like 10 minutes of that, I would actually like that. Maybe not 10 minutes, but you know what I'm saying? Like I would like
Yeah.
it if it was like long. Cuz I just like to sit in it. A lot of people don't, and I get that. It worked out on a couple of songs. But like for instance with SnowDrift, nobody complained. You didn't complain about the SnowDrift intro, right? Probably because it was short, right? But like, like SnowDrift could 100% started without that intro, 100%. And if SnowDrift was to be a let's just say like played on the radio, whatever, maybe it would not get played on the radio because of that intro. I don't know. It's only like 20 seconds, but you could have easily done SnowDrift without that intro. But to me, the crash and the break in the intro symbolize what I was talking about in the song, beginning of SnowDrift and the end of Dusk Interlude. And then in Snowfall, it's basically like it gets you into this winterscape. So to a lot of people, it's just like, bro, it's just mumbo jumbo. There's just too much of it, and I get that. But to me, I like it because I sit back and I just listen to the whole thing, type of thing. It's different because if Joseph made a song that long, I don't know if I would enjoy it, but he obviously would. You could look at it as like the other homies wasn't rocking with that fleeting feeling was long, but you and me was like, shoot, we kind of like that it's long because it's so much like good content.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I feel with Snowfall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But,
I could see it like that. Yep.
but yeah, no. At the end of the day, it don't matter, because it's all subjective. But it does annoy me when you get on Not Fair or Pressure or the ending of Train of Thought, where it's like 15 seconds of extra crap. Where if I just took all of that out, it would be mood change, mood change, mood change, mood change. You know what I'm saying? It would just be too much. It would just be too. You know what I'm saying? It would just be like, it would be like the end of Dusk Interlude, okay, and then straight into like this 80s kind of horror synth. No, I need sort of what sounds like Dusk Interlude with this horror and into that, and then with um like train of thought. You didn't hate on the train of thought interlude, but I mean intro. But like if I didn't have that crap, it would just be after Lowest Valley. To me, it made it sound cohesive together, the positive, but the downfall might be it blended it together too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just what I thought right then, which I think you might agree with is like made it cohesive, and even you like that it's cohesive and it goes as a story. If I was to take away all the long stuff that you were saying, I guarantee you would not see it as much as a story, because the story is not only sonically but lyrically, but you would say this feels more palatable. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
But
Interesting.
at the end of the day, who really cares? I don't.
I do.
Well, I don't, because what am I gonna do? Change the songs?
Yeah.
People, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Pull Kanye and just do it.
If you had said this and I hadn't dropped the album, maybe I would have done it. But it's like at this
But
point.
yeah, again, you never let me hear any of the album.
Oh, that is not true, homie.
That is true, bro. That is true.
You heard Heavy, Train of
I
Thought,
had to
Lowest
literally
Valley.
pull your like finger off because you wouldn't send me Highest Peak to review it.
Huh?
You were like so on like, I don't know if I should send it to you. Maybe I'll send it. I don't know if I send it to you.
Oh, but you didn't say how Highest Peak. How did you end up liking that now?
I like it. It's a banger. I'll do. At first, I
No,
could
but how
at first listen, and when you sent it to me, I was like, okay, their vocal mixes kind of clash, but then kind of listening to it over and over, it kind of I can tell the separation now, and it sounds better.
Yeah. Makes sense. Well, appreciate the review, homie. It was very good review, even the
sir.
negatives, because there are freaking negatives in it, and the positives were, some of them I was like, oh, he sees it the same way I do, and it's cool because some of it I hadn't, you know what I mean, like we talked about the album exhaustively, maybe not exhaustively, but a decent amount after it dropped, so it's kind of like. There's some stuff you hadn't really said. And it's like, okay, that makes sense. So no, I appreciate the review. Nobody else is doing this, and late 7 strong 8. What would I give it? Well, right now I'm not really listening to it
Ah.
because
Interesting.
well, not since our trip, so really only a couple days, but I would give it. I give it like like an 8, probably like a 7.8 probably, like probably like 2 decimals higher than you, but I definitely wouldn't give it a 10. Would I give it a 9 in any world? No, yeah, no, I wouldn't give it anything above a 9. I mean above a like an 8.5. Then Welcome Winter, I would give Welcome Winter a 7.3, and I'll give this album an 8.3. I think that's fair.
Yeah. Cool, bro. Well,
All right, bro. Go ahead and talk to us.
that was the review, reactions, and the thoughts of SnowDrift to bigger and better things. This will be happening again for sure. If it's either Shawn's project or my project, which one comes out first. I expect no less when my album comes out. I'm pretty sure Shawn's going to nitpick the frick out of it, and it's gonna be. I'm gonna have a lot of.
How it feels on me.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna get a taste of my own medicine. But yeah, it's gonna be good. It was a lot of fun. I'll have to send you all the notes, man, because it was just a crap ton. But yeah, thank you so much. If you did watch to the end of the video, text me because you're awesome. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Peace.